Here's the Microwave Dinner Cooking Show, starring Chapin. Hello and welcome to the Microwave Dinner Cooking Show. I'm your host, Chapin, and for today's episode, we're going to learn how to cook a microwave dinner. So the first step in doing any type of microwave dinner is to open up the freezer and take out the microwave dinner that you'd like to have. And when you open up your freezer, make sure you open it up just really slowly and tight because you never know what's going to fall out of the freezer. And let me go ahead and just take one out. And I guess we're going to have this one here. So very, very easy. So the next thing you want to do is to take out the microwave dinner outside of the box. And it's actually really easy to do. In fact, a lot of these boxes have a contraption where you're able just to open it up very quickly. Actually, here it is. It says to open, push here. So I go ahead and take my thumb and I push into the box like this. And there we go. The next step in cooking this microwave dish is to take your fork. So I happen to grab a fork inside one of the drawers. And it can be any kind of fork really, whether it's stainless steel or if it's plastic, it doesn't really matter. Although compost forks can be a little bit weak at times, of course it's very important to take care of the environment. But really any kind of fork should do. So what you do is you hold the fork like this, you want to make sure that the ends of the fork are pointing upward, and then you want to rotate your arm like this, and then you're going to, really gently, you want to make sure that you make a line on the meal. And it's very easy. The plastic is very easily penetrable. So all you do is just kind of take a little stab like this. Actually, we'll try again. Take a little stab just like this. Very easy. And then you keep your fork in there. And then you just glidely and slowly but easily create a line all the way down. And what this does is create enough air and ventilation from inside the dish and within the microwave as well, so that way it doesn't explode or implode when you're cooking it in the microwave. And the next step is to put this into the microwave. And again, this is a two-step type of meal, so we're going to be putting it into the microwave twice. So the first time is we need to cook this actually at half the power. So it depends on what kind of microwave you have at home. First thing I do is I take my microwave dinner and then I open up the microwave door, and with this type of microwave you have to open up the door by pushing a button which is right here. It's a very easy button to push. So just gently push here and then the microwave door opens up. So, and inside the microwave you have like a round dish. And this kind of microwave rotates, which is really good, so the infrared rays can equally apply to all different points of the microwave dinner, so that way your entire dinner is going to be hot and it doesn't feel so weird when you're eating it once this is done. So what I like to do is I like to put this microwave dish in the very center of the plate. And again, very easy. So let's go ahead and close the door, but very gently. We don't want to hurt the microwave. And then there we go. This microwave makes you put in the power first and then you put in the time. So what I'm going to do is press the power button first and then you press the number 5 for 50%, half the power. And then you put in the time. So with this microwave you press the time button and then you put in your time, which is going to be 4 minutes. So I go 400, and then the last thing you do is you press the start button, and this is a very easy button to find in this microwave because it's right in the very center with mahogany red, maroon colored typecast and the outline as well. So let's go ahead and press that button. And the first phase has started. So the way the microwave is going to sound is that it has like a little bit of kind of an air ventilation kind of sensation. There's going to be a light in there so you can kind of see how the meal is cooking. Sometimes when you hear popping sounds, it can be very natural for a lot of the microwave dishes. And then sometimes, after a couple of seconds, it kicks up into like another gear, so I think that's what you pretty much just heard now. So we're about 20 seconds away now, and the great thing is that I haven't heard any kind of weird sounds coming from the microwave dish, which means that we were doing everything correctly. All we did was put a little slit inside the microwave dish. We didn't have it completely open, so it's not exploding everywhere, making it a real hassle when you have to clean the microwave afterwards. So that's really good. The fact that it's making just these sounds right now is a very good thing. And we're done. So that's what the microwave does when it's finished. It will make this really loud beep, and then the plate will stop, and then the light's actually going to go off because we want to make sure we conserve energy. The light's usually only turned on when you're actually using the microwave inside, and then the plate stops, and now it's time to go ahead and take out the dish. And again, just like what I said before, when you open up this specific microwave, you have to push this button down on the lower right corner of the microwave, but really gently because we don't want to harm the microwave. So really quickly, and there we go, the door is opened, and here is our dish. So let me go ahead and take it out, but You gotta be careful though, because when you put something in there, it's gonna feel really hot, so be very, very careful. I like to usually take out the dish using both hands. Sometimes you may even want to use pot holders when it gets really hot, just to be on the safe side. I don't want anybody getting hurt by, getting harmed by touching a microwave dinner. But let me go ahead and just really carefully take this out. And well, the good thing is that it's not too hot, because again, this is a two-step process, so it's going to be very, very warm right now after the end of the first step. So let's go ahead and close the microwave door. And the next thing we have to do for this microwave dinner is to stir the contents of the microwave dinner. And then we're going to put it back into the microwave to have it heat up again. This is probably the trickiest part. You need to make sure to take out the film really slowly, because there's a lot of adhesive that's kind of covering the outline of the container here. And if you go really fast, it's going to ruin the film itself, and you're going to have that much of a more difficult time putting the film back on top of the meal and then putting it back into the microwave to go through its last phase, or the second phase really. So you want to go really, really slowly. In fact, I might be going just a little bit too fast. But when you go really slowly, that means that you'll be able to keep the film intact, and then you'll be able to use it again when we go into the second phase. So the important thing is to make sure you mix it all together. And so you take your fork that you had before, it's the same fork, and you want to make sure that that's pointed all the way up, and then you rotate your elbow like I have here, and then you start to go ahead and mix it around. So I'm going to go very slowly, and the reason why you want to go really slowly is because if you go really too fast, and all the content starts pouring on all different sides, and you create a mess, and then you won't really be able to eat it because it's not sanitary. So you have to be very careful about that. Also, something else too is that the sauce is not fully cooked, so it's going to sound crunchy when you're trying to mix it around, but that's okay. The reason why it's a two-step meal is because you're not fully done cooking the meal yet. It's going to be on a second phase that the sauce is going to be fully cooked and seem like a normal, ordinary sauce that you would normally eat as part of your dinner. So don't be alarmed if it sounds a little crunchy and maybe a little solidified. That's okay, that's very normal, and that's pretty much what you kind of expect a little bit after the first phase. So I think we're done. So this is what it would look like once you're done mixing the dish after the first phase. So you have all the contents appropriately mixed, and at this point it's going to be that much easier to be able to cook this dinner because all the sauce is everywhere, and so it's going to be evenly cooked, and it will be really great when you're done after the second phase. So the next thing you have to do is to take your film and then just slowly put it back to cover the contents. And it's going to be kind of funny now because it's not adhesive on most of the outline of the container. That is okay, that's just how it's made. So let's go ahead and put this into the microwave. Again, open the door slowly, like so, and just like we did before, let's put this into the middle of the microwave. So I'm just going to really slowly put that in here. And make sure that the film is evenly placed everywhere on the dish. And close the door again, really softly. Don't try to damage the microwave. And just like last time, we have to set the power at half the power to make this good. So the way we have to do it again in this microwave is to press the power button and then push number 5 for 50%. And then for the time, it's going to be just 1 minute and 30 seconds this time around, so it's going to be really quick. So we're pushing the time, 1, 3, 0, and the start button, again, really easy to find right in the center, and there we go. And the microwave is going to make it sound like it has before, so, and there we go. So let's go ahead and open up the microwave slowly. And this time the meal is going to be really hot, so be really careful to take out the microwave dish. So I'm going to put this fork down to the side here, and I'm going to take this up really slowly, and voila! We have our Swedish meatballs, and I'm going to go ahead and enjoy it. So thanks so much for taking the time to watch this show. I hope you're able to learn how to cook Swedish meatballs, and please, by all means, when you get home tonight, if you have any questions, please leave comments on this YouTube video so that way I can help you out a little bit better in making this kind of meal. And bon appetit!
Next up on the Obvious Learning Channel, Understanding Gay Marriage.